So you've always wanted to learn guitar but thought it was too hard. Well, don't fret. The toy has you covered from the body to the bridge. It's time for Toy Teaches Guitar.
Good afternoon, everybody. Once again, Toy Teaches Guitar. Today we are going to go over the minor scale and apply that to our minor chord progression. Last time we visited, we went over the major chord progression based on the major scale. Today we're going to do the same, but with the minor scale. So to quickly review, I'm going to mix it up a little bit today, and we're going to start, instead of on our 3rd fret, the G, we're going to start on our 5th fret. We're going to start on the A, and it makes it a little bit easier today just to kind of translate the scale for the notes. They're all the simple whole notes, no sharps, no flats. Pretty simple. So quickly to review with our minor scale, first I'm going to go over just the finger positions with our 4 fingers over our 4 frets. We're going to go with our 1st finger, 3rd finger, 4th finger, skip the string, 1, 3, 4 again. Next string, 1, 3, and then we're going to skip down a string and we're going to flatten out that note. We're going to go 1, 2, 4. We're going to buy that half step going back up as we switch down to our 2nd string. 1, 2, 4 again, and then we end the scale with our 1. So now with our quickly review, just finger position 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3. Drop that half a step. 1, 2, 4. Back up. 1, 2, 4, 1. And then back down. 4, 2, 4, 1, 4, 2, 1, 3, 1, 3, 4. Pardon me. 4, 3, 1, 4, 3, 1. Going backwards. Now with our notes starting on our 5th position in our standard tuning, this is our E string on the 5th fret. That will be our A note. So A to B is a whole step, so on our 1 to 3 is a whole step, so A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A is our octave, and that's just where we'll stop there. So again, our notes are A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, back to the octave. So the way the minor scale applies with our chord progression, again, we're going to start on our 1st note being our A in this case. Well, if it's the minor scale and our 1st note, our number 1 is always going to be our the same as our key, so our key is going to be minor. We're going to start with a minor chord, so we will start with our minor A, which will be our bar chord on our 6th string. It gives it we have our 1st finger barred all the way across the 5th fret. Very nice and smooth right there. We add our ring finger onto the 7th fret of the 5th string, and we drop our pinky right underneath that on the 7th fret of the 4th string. We keep our middle finger off. Now remember, our minor chords are those more brooding, so we keep we flatten that note here, our 7th in this case, as it would be. So our major A would sound like this, but we take that middle finger off, we flatten that 1 note, and it gives it that more dark, brooding kind of sound. And again, as I've shown you before, we kind of just show the world what we think about it with our minor chords. And it gives it this darker sound. It's a little more upbeat there in the major, a little sadder there in the minor. So our 1st chord in the minor scale is going to be a minor. Our 2 is also going to be a minor. In that case, it's going to be the B, so we'll play a B minor. Our 3 is going to be a major. In this case, it's C, so our C major. Now we can continue up the neck using our 6th string root bar chords, or we can switch down to our 5th string. I'm going to switch down to the 5th string here for our D. Our 4, in this case, is the D, is going to be a minor, where again that 7th is flattened. Here's our D major bar chord and our D minor. So that's our 4 is going to be a D minor. Our 5 is going to be an E, and in this case it's going to be an E major. 6 is going to also be major. In this case it's an F, so we're going to go to just a half step up from E to F for our major chord. Now we'll slide up to our G as our next note in the A minor scale, and that is going to be also going to be a major. And then we will we'll resolve on our octave, which is going to be A on the 12th note, or 12th fret, excuse me. And once again, it's an octave, same as the number 1. So our 1 was a minor, our 8 is going to be a minor. You notice this one's a little simpler. There's no diminished chord that we find in the 7th position of our major scale, which gives it that really tight tension, but not used a lot in your common pop songs and your common rock and roll songs. Most of you will find that many of your rock and roll songs are written in a minor scale, just because they seem to be a little bit darker in nature and a little bit more powerful, and that extra flattened note really kind of gives it that extra mood. So to review, our 1 is going to be a minor. Again, we're going to just do the A minor scale. A minor, B minor, C major, D minor, E major, F major, G major, and A minor. So now how do we apply those things? Well, again, you can take any number of those chords and put them into a progression. So if we wanted to just grab a simple 1, 4, 5, that would be, in this case, our A is our 1, our D is our 4, and our 5 is our E. So we can make a simple 1, 4, 5 chord progression and write a simple song about it. So we have our A minor. We'll change it to a D minor. Back to A minor again. How about the D minor? Let's bring it up to E. Back to D minor. And we resolve it back on the 1. Now you can do that with any number of those chords, and all of those will work together because they are put together in that minor scale. You can apply it to any one of the any one of the frets as your starting point as your 1. So it can be down in G, it could be a D sharp, G sharp, it could be in A as we've done today. You can put it anywhere on the neck and start from there, and then from there your chord progressions can follow along naturally. So practice up, play those chords, write some songs, and we'll talk to you next time.